Hurricane season about a month away now. Sand dunes are the first line of defense against hurricanes. Many of them are still damaged and up and down Gulf shores. FEMA has not provided the needed funding to build them back up. As NBC 15's Jaysha Patel tells us why that is such a big problem.
The city of Gulf Shores continually monitors its sand loss. When sand is washed away specifically on its sand dunes, Gulf Shores has relied on federal aid to provide funding to help replenish the lost sand. Last fall, after Hurricane Sally, the city applied for this money to repair the damage. Today, almost a year later, it's still waiting.
Well, just the sand dune structure itself, that is the main line of defense for all the property, including not just buildings, but the roadways, the infrastructure, the utilities, and everything.
These sand dunes are essential, especially for protection against hurricanes. Grant Brown with the city of Gulf Shores says though major damage did not deplete the entire sand dune system, there was still some erosion during Sally.
The storm took away the sand and it lowered that sand dune, but it did not interfere with our roadways, it did not wipe out our utilities, it did not just devastate our infrastructure.
FEMA pays for 75% of the cost for the sand renourishment. It's a process which requires offshore dredging and then pumping the sand back onto the beach and onto the dunes. Gulf Coast cities, the county, and the state pick up the remaining 25%. This year, with no federal money promised, Gulf Shores took matters into its own hands.
As far as the game plan, we monitor the beaches. We did do some emergency sand dune recreation. We basically took a bulldozer and pushed some sand up against the property line to have some type of a protection zone, but we're really relying on Mother Nature to a point to make sure that the sand dunes start to regenerate, and we really need a good season with no storms.
Now it's a waiting game to hear back from FEMA. Once permits are in hand, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, and Gulf State Park will then work together to replenish the beach. Jaysha Patel, NBC 15 News.
Brown also says you can help protect sand dunes by not taking shortcuts to the beach. By walking through the dunes, gaps become potential breaches where sand can wash away.